Stop. Keep on, I said it ain't gon' stop. It ain't gon' stop, it ain't gon' flop. Stop acting like we ain't so hot.
What's going on, people? This is Influence, and I'm back with another review video of this is Mech Fans Toys Defense Fortress Iron Sentinel, which is basically a Legends class Omega Supreme, but well, it's a remold of the Legends class Omega Supreme they put out. This is the there's my memory again. The Guardian Guardian version, which is blue, you know, the Guardian version in blue and gray, which is just like in the lore, you know, the Guardians was just they're guardians, just what they were, but they weren't. I don't think they were sentient. I think they were like just generic guardians that just guarded whatever they were put up to. So this actually is a great figure. Has its issues, but for a Legends class figure, I don't know what it is, but some of Legends class like issues you can forgive when they're this small, which this isn't really super small because it's supposed to be Omega Supreme, which is big. I will compare him later to some other Legends size figures. First, let's go over accessories. Accessories are numerous. You get these bits right here, which I don't know what they are. I believe they're like guns and different. You can make a configuration, I think, maybe to go on these things. That's one thing. The directions are not the greatest. Let me show you those. Actually, you get this sheet of, I don't know what this is. It's like a, I don't know. It has cards of maybe something. Not sure. But you get this. It does show you the different modes, which you can figure out once you transform it and understand how to transform it. It just really shows you pictures of how to put it in different modes. I'm not really gonna go over those modes, so if you're here for that, I would say you can click off, because I believe the other modes and stuff were maybe of the Diaclone, and that's what these accessories are. I believe of the Diaclone figure. I don't really know much about, you can correct me too if I'm wrong, please, in the comments, but I don't know much about Diaclone. I just know that Takara Hasbro took the line and made it into the Transformers. Half of it, I think half of it was Diaclone, half of it was another line. But anyway, that's why these things, I believe they go with the Diaclone figures. It's not actually a figure, it's like a little tank thing, and they can combine together. I don't really use this, and you have these big guns, which is another accessory that I'm not using. I just wanted this as a Guardian robot, and I have a Masterpiece Omega Supreme. What I do, I've been trying to, not trying, but it just happens this way. Since I'm collecting Legends and Masterpiece, I am more apt to buy a Legends figure that I don't have as a Masterpiece figure. Like I didn't buy this guy when he first was out as Omega Supreme, because I have a Masterpiece Omega Supreme. Not that I wouldn't buy it, but I just was looking at it and was like, I don't need it. So, but then when I saw the Guardian version, I don't have a Guardian. I would like a Masterpiece Guardian, but again, I don't know if I want to buy the same figure twice, even though I have with Prowl and Blue Streak. I mean, not Prowl. Yeah, Prowl, Blue Streak. But those guys, you know, a lot of the Carbots were the same. So yeah, I got the same, but they're iconic characters. I don't really need a Guardian, Masterpiece Guardian. So I bought the Legend size Guardian. Just to put in my collection. This guy's pretty cool. Yeah, so this guy, he does, it's like he is on the track. It's not electronic motorized, I should say, but can look at the tank. Turret does spin all the way around. You can see his head in there. I don't think there's a way to hide that. Turret goes up that far, that down. Let me just look, see if I can open this. Yeah, I don't think this can be opened. Yeah, I never tried it before, but I don't think it can be opened. So you can see his head in there. This this rocket is like on there, but you can take it off. But in order to put it on, this little slot right here goes in one of these. But in order to do so, it's so tight, like you gotta pull these out. But these do bend. So you can have the rocket standing up by itself if you want. You can put it there like that, or it just depends on what you're looking for. Yeah, so you can have it there. It doesn't fit in there. It just fits like right here too, and you got to find which one right there. I think this doesn't move. Does come apart, of course, just like normal. Doesn't have any landing, any pop out ramps or anything. Now this part is two parts, of course. You have the feet and the tracks, just as Omega is, and this is a parts former, just as Omega is a parts former. Nothing different. If you don't like parts forming, you probably don't like Omega Supreme. So he's always been a parts former. Even as his transformation in the cartoon is a parts form. Like, so it just is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. It's separate pieces. But yeah, you have this little, I guess, little makeshift ladder thing. You can do that. So that's the thing. Let me bring in some legends. So I got a couple of these guys, Magic Squares legends, so you can see how they scale with him. It's not too bad. It's actually probably how they scale with the Masterpiece version scales with a Masterpiece version Omega. As a city, it just always was. Well, yeah. I would use the Legends figures actually with the Masterpiece version of Omega when he's in his little tank thing formation. Just like the city bots. I think the city bots go with the Legend size figures. They scale better because scale's always gonna be crazy with big bots that turn into fortresses or cities. Like, they mass shifted so much in the cartoon that it's just, you know, they were supposed to ride in the rocket. So even though these are both Legend scale, it's just is what it is, and it'd probably be the same with the Masterpiece. So you see that. I'll compare them in robot though. I think they're a little more comparable in robot mode. So yeah, that's it. Got the tracks. It does hit the feet right there, but it does kind of stay on the track. There's like some grooves. Okay, made me a liar. Okay, the grooves are only on here and it's not staying on. Okay, scratch that. Don't stay on the tracks. So is what it is. What you want from a Legend? So let's get the transformation. Pull that apart. Hey, right there. Easy. Main body. Flip these up. As you can see, you can probably tell what's going on. Put this up till it clicks. Legs down. Turn these which way? I think so. Yeah, so the screws are in. Screws in. Then you can come. Got this guy. Flip him up. Flip treads back. Then you get something like this. Take this. You gotta like set it in there. And then slide it back. Put this back up. Pegs in. There you go. Usually these are kind of tight, these ratchets. They're not impossible to move without the arms, but just to get some extra leverage, I usually just slot the arms in. So take the arm. No, there we go. Then you can get that out. Turn the arm like that so you have the elbow in the right way. This arm, it's intuitive, so you can tell what you're doing, what arms you're doing. So now for the legs, just set him over here. Get the legs as you would any other Omega. Got the tracks with the feet hooked together. Now this, I believe both of these are exactly the same. No matter what side you put them on, it goes the same exact way. How you can tell if you got the legs right is they should be in the front with this peg, because that's how it's going to clip on. The shin is going to clip on. So you got pegs on the side. Oh, can't see that. Pegs on the side, and you got these. So you just stick that in there. You like kind of sandwich it. Like I said, they can go on either leg. The ankle pivot is on both sides, and it doesn't seem to be any different. So then you click that up. Make sure it clicks. It's pretty tight too. It's not bad. And you get this one. Same thing over here. Put that up. And like I said, the ankle tilt. I said pivot, but I mean tilt. When I say pivot, I do that a lot. But it's pretty much the same. So no paint, so it's the same on both sides. So you can't go wrong. Last but not least, fold these up. Like I said, they're intuitive. You can tell which way you're gonna fold, but that peg, there's pegs on both sides, so I guess whichever way you want it, it doesn't really matter. Clip that in there. Do number 2. You just gotta have it like, you know, if you got it like this, you know it's wrong. You gotta have it like the wings. So you clip that in there. And there you have the Guardian, aka Omega Supreme Twin. So yeah, if you can look, I like the detailing. It's a Legends class figure, so I definitely like how it looks. The molded details I like. One thing I don't like, okay, let me get my complaints out the way. My complaints, paint. But I'm not sure if the Guardian needs paint. Like this blue pops. I love the blue. The blue pops. It's a great color. But I would have liked maybe some more accents. I'm not sure. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know if it needs paint. But it is rather plain. So first let's let me go over articulation. So I did show the feet a little bit. They rock about that much, not a lot. The toe pivots, so that's cool. That's on both sides. He got a knee, but he doesn't get 90 degrees. So I guess that's a bummer, but it is ratcheted, so it's great. He does the splits, but they're not ratcheting it out, so they do come down, and I don't know, maybe with wear it'll be even worse. But it is ratcheted out and back, and he can do the full hurdles. Now it's really, really soft ratchets that way, but they look to be okay. His arm could go around all the way if this wasn't in. It goes out that much, and you heard the ratchets. He got ratchets. Goes out that much, and he has the bicep swivel, and he can bend his arm about 90 degrees with that swivel. So it's pretty cool. The wings, I guess you can, nah, you can't do that. You don't want to do that. But over here is the same, and you have some extra with the claw. You can get that, get them out to this much, which is cool. And the one knuckle on the claw bends on all three, about that much. His head is probably the most disappointing because it doesn't move up or down, and it does spin all the way around, but he can't really move. He can't look down unless he goes like that. And he has waist all the way around. These things come up. It's mainly for the other mode, but I guess you can do that. Something that you can do. And let me see if I can show you his face sculpt. He has some metallic paint for the eyes, but it's not the greatest, and it's just a gray face. It looks alright. So comparisons, we got Iron Factory Skyfire here. So you see the comparisons of that. Then we got Spike, or yeah, this was Spike, right? What's his name? I can't think of his name. Fortress Maximus head. I'm bad. Let me know in the comments. I am terrible, but that's, I believe that was Spike in there, or maybe Spike was his head. I think Spike was his head. All right, so that comparison, I think that's pretty good comparison. I mean, I think that's a pretty good scale. And I also think these are a good scale. The mini bots. So you have those. And I actually think all of those are good scales. For Legends. So I'm happy with the Guardian. But one last look at the Guardian. I just noticed. Did I have that in there in my whole review? Sorry about that. So unprofessional. So unprofessional of me. But anyway, I'll get up with you all. Thanks for watching. And
hip hop, I feel I gotta say, who am I? You might say influence, and I spit better than most in this game.